Hello everyone, welcome to this Jamb mentorship section. I'm really glad you are here because this video is one of the most important thing you will watch as you prepare for your exam. I made this long and detailed on purpose. This is not something you rush, it's something you settle down with. You take your pen, your book, your full attention and you listen, because if you take the things I'm about to tell you seriously, your Jamb results will shock you in a very good way. Before we dive into strategies, I want you to take 1 minute and breathe. Just breathe. Yeah, just breathe and forget all the noise around you. Forget the fears, the panic, the pressure, the doubt, the people comparing themselves to you, the ones already bragging about how they will pass. Forget all that, right? Yes, just forget all that right now. It's you and your future. Nothing else matters in this moment. So the first thing I want to talk about is your mindset. I know it sounds clicky, but your mindset is the foundation of your success. Jamb is not a demon waiting to embarrass you. The exam does not have personal beef with you. What mostly affects students is the fear they carry inside. Some of you have already started convincing yourself that the exam is too hard, that you are not good enough, that your school didn't teach you well, that you started late. All those things weaken your confidence. And remember that confidence is not arrogance. It's preparation combined with the belief that your effort will produce results. So I want you to tell yourself right now, even if you don't believe in it fully, yes, if you don't believe in it fully, that you can pass Jamb excellently, say it out loud that if you want it, you are not too late, you are not too dull, you are not too disadvantaged, you are capable. And this video is going to give you the roadmap you need. Now let's talk about how to study effectively for Jamb, because this is where most students get it wrong. Reading long hours doesn't automatically mean you are preparing well. Reading plenty textbook doesn't mean you are preparing well. Even solving past questions without understanding your weak areas doesn't guarantee success. Effective study is targeted, structured and consistent. The first thing you must do is understand the Jamb syllabus. Not glance at it not glance at memes about it. Actually study it. The syllabus tells you exactly what you need to know for each topic. It prevents you from wasting your time reading what is unnecessary. It directs your effort. When you know your syllabus, you stop reading randomly, you stop guessing, you become intentional. After understanding your syllabus, you need to have a weekly study guide. You need weekly study goals. Stop this habit of trying to cover 5 chapters in one night because you feel guilty. It doesn't work. I don't know if let me read now. When you plan your study weekly, your brain organizes information better. You can measure your progress. You know what you finish and what is left. That alone reduces every stress. Yes, it reduces every stress. Next, you need to practice with past questions, but not in the lazy way most people do. Some students just cram answers, not realizing that Jamb repeats pattern, not exact questions. When you practice past questions, your goal should be understanding how the question is formed, what concept it tests, why the wrong options are wrong, and how to avoid similar mistakes. When you practice like this, you build confidence and speed at the same time. Another powerful method is teaching what you learn. If you cannot explain a topic in simple words, you have not mastered it. You can teach yourself in the mirror, teach your friend, teach your younger siblings, or even teach anybody or nobody. Anybody or nobody, just talk. It organizes your thoughts and trust me, you will remember things faster. Now let's talk about the subjects themselves, because each subject has a unique style. When we come for use of English is the most important one because it carries the highest score. English is not something you just wing. You need to understand comprehension skills, lexis and structure, synonyms and antonyms, oral forms, summary writing and sentence interpretation. You also need to be able to read quickly while still understanding what you read. Jamb love testing logic, not just grammar. If you are writing mathematics, understand that maths is all about practice. There is no shortcut. You cannot understand maths by reading solutions only. You have to solve and solve and solve until you become comfortable. Focus on your algebra, indices, basic arithmetics, equations, statistics and geometry. These topics show up frequently, and whenever you solve a question incorrectly, don't rush past it. Find out what made you miss it. Then for physics and chemistry, your goal should be understanding principles. Memorizing definitions without understanding what they mean will frustrate you in the exam hall. Break down formulas, understand it, understand how it was being deduced, understand what each variable represent. Use short notes, study diagrams, learn how to apply theories in calculation. For chemistry, you pay extra at ten tion to organic chemistry, periodicity, chemical reactions and more concepts. It is very important. For biology, the amount of con ten t is plenty. I know it's plenty, but if you break it down and study consis ten tly, it becomes manageable. Don't memorize blindly. Understand concept, create summaries, use diagrams and flow charts. Biology rewards understanding more than cramming. So now if you are an art or commercial student, subject like literature, government, economics, CRS and commerce, it requires structure. Literature especially needs you to understand themes, character, settings and overall messages. Government requires understanding political concept and Nigerian political history. Economics requires clarity on terms and diagrams. Now let's address something many students struggle with: how to avoid getting tired while reading. Reading is not about punishing yourself. Your brain has limits. If you force yourself too much, you will be reading words but understanding nothing. Use the 40-10 rules. Read for 40 minutes, rest for 10 minutes, drink water while studying. Keep your study area neat. Study at the time of the day when you are most alert. Some people read better at night, some in the morning. Know yourself. Also stop comparing your reading style with someone else's. Some people read fast, some read slow but deeply, some read aloud, some read silently. There is no one size fits all. What matters is consistency and progress. Let's talk about the traps that make students fail Jamb so that you can avoid them. The first trap is starting too late. But the joy and the good news is that even if you feel like you started late, if you are consistent from now on, you can still perform well. Another trap is reading without a schedule. You will just be going in circles. Another is depending only on past questions without studying the actual topics. Jamb changes question styles every few years. If all you know is past questions, you will panic when new format comes. Another trap is fear. Fear shuts down your brain. Fear makes you forget what you know. Fear makes you doubt your first answers even when they are correct. Fear blocks understanding. You need to work on your confidence from now. Build it with preparation. Let's talk about the exam hall strategy, because your performance in the hall is almost as important as your preparation outside. When you enter the hall, the first thing to do is calm yourself. Don't rush. Don't panic because others are clicking fast. You want to finish and go and submit. Start with your easiest subject. This boosts your confidence. If you start with those subject that stresses you, your mind will just scatter. You will not even remember anything again. Do not waste too much time on the question or one question. If you don't know something, flag it and move on. You can come back to it later. Time management is the key. Jamb is not only testing knowledge, they are testing your ability to handle pressure. Also, keep your eyes on the screen, not because of cheating, but because distraction will cost you time. And before submitting, make sure you go through your flagged questions again. Sometimes when your brain is calmer, the answers will come to you. Only submit when you are sure. And finally, I want you to listen to this part very well, because this is where your strength will come from. You are not writing this exam for your parents. You are not writing this exam for your siblings or your friends. You are writing it for yourself, for your future, for your dreams. You want to enter the university. You want a course you'll be proud of, right? You want a life you can look back on someday and smile because you made the right decision. You are capable, you are intelligent, you are not too far behind, you have everything it takes, but you must be disciplined, you must be consistent, you must believe that your effort will pay off. I want you to succeed. I want you to enter the exam hall with your chest high, knowing you did your best. If you take the instructions in this video seriously, your score will reflect it. No magic, no luck, just preparation, meeting opportunity. I believe in you and I'm rooting for you, and I'm ready to guide you every step of the way as we prepare. Thank you for watching these mentorship sections. Make sure you share this video with your fellow Jamb candidates. Subscribe to the channel and return for more lessons. Success is waiting for you and you are walking straight into it.